On the last episode of Gamers Who Hate Other Gamers.
I remember the part I stopped playing too. It was you know the part where there's like a dragon sitting on top of the
that's like the beginning of the fucking game. The bridge.
On the bridge. Oh my god.
I made it past, but then I went under and then I remember like
Yeah.
I died like by some giant rat, but I made it past the giant rat, and then it was like an armored rhino or something like that. Yeah. Around that part, like I made it past that. Then there was some dude who was like on a bridge throwing like fireballs at me or something.
Yeah.
Then that was like, okay, I'm tired of dying.
Gamers who hated the gamers. How's it going, everybody? This is Jason, current heir to the throne of Evermore and Ding Dong Dell. This is episode 8. Thanks to everybody for listening. And today I'm joined by
Abraham looking for a new Dragon Ball team, but meanwhile I'm plundering booty on Sea of Thieves.
and
David Brigitte Main on Overwatch.
and joining us for the first time is Martin from the group Gamers Who Hated the Gamers. How's it going, Martin?
It's good. This is Martin. Either you're hearing me from beyond the grave because I went out in a fiery death, kind of like Richie Valens, or I made it home safely to Chicago. And if you see an explosion in the sky and you know it's your fault and you fucked up, you're either an MLB pitcher or a TSA agent. Hopefully the guy who checks us is doing his job tonight. Let's have a good show, guys.
All right.
And also with us is
Cybertron Soundwave Engineer Umberto.
you already know. It's been slow for video game news since the last time. We've only heard of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves. I've been playing that one. I said my last podcast, I said I was thinking about buying Chrono Trigger or 15 to spend spring break on. But the Lord and Savior, also known as Blizzard Entertainment, sent me an email saying I got into the alpha for the next World of Warcraft. So, as a WoW addict, I had to jump on that one. But on top of that, Sea of Thieves came out, and then I found out there's a trick through that dead system that nobody plays where you could actually play Sea of Thieves for free, even though it just came out for 2 weeks.
Please educate me, because I've never heard of this game until now.
Educate you on
What is it? What's its origin?
Basically-
Is this the sequel? Is this the first game? What is it?
you are a pirate, and you're going to go out and look for booty, and you're going to kill any crew that tries to attack your crew.
Sounds a lot like what I do in my personal
This is a
life.
single player, multiplayer?
It's a multiplayer
I've
game.
been playing Sea of Thieves for the longest. I was in the alpha.
I've been playing with Randy and Marcel as our crew. We're still missing one more, so if anybody jumps on the PC to play,
This is an
hit
MMO?
me up. No, it's not. It's like it's kind of like an MMO. Because you do get reps and earn gold and stuff to buy gear, so it's technically kind of like an MMO. But basically, like, you assemble your crew, right? Like I said, Randy, Marcel, and myself have been playing. So the crew of 3, manning a 4-man boat, and then we go looking. We pick up quests, go looking for the islands that these quests are on. You actually got to sail the boat, like lift up the anchor and all this stuff. So if you're not into trying to role play a pirate in the game,
Well, I mean, I
might not
drink
be
a
for
lot,
you, but
so I have that part.
you're
down.
halfway there, man.
It's only the 3 of you on a ship?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 4 people. Like I said, we're still looking for one more. But yeah, so supposed to be 4 people to a ship, and you go out and do quests. Or there's this, if you look into the sky sometimes, there's be a giant skull, like, made of clouds type of thing with glowing eyes. And if you go to that, it's kind of like a raid. But the cool thing about it is not like a regular raid in other games where you team up with other teams and you try to take it down together. No, you're killing motherfuckers trying to get all the treasure at the end, because we got the treasure and we came out with 16,000 gold at the end by ourselves, and we killed some dude to try to take our shit. So what's up?
Damn.
Come at me.
And this is all like PvP kind of thing?
Yeah, except for the people that, like, before you start the game, you assemble your crew. You could either invite friends or you could queue up for like a random, like you'd be paired up with 3 other people. But once you got your crew and you're out in the world, it's your crew versus the world, basically. So
I do have one question.
Yeah.
Can you start a mutiny
a mutiny
on the ship? Can you start a mutiny on the ship?
I guess if you leave the game and try to come back and kill your own people, maybe.
Okay,
but-
totally unrelated question. Can I be the 4th?
Yeah, of course. Also, the way you
Hey, check your benchmark, though.
Oh man, shout outs to blue screening Dingy. That's why you're not here. You're still blue screened. It's all right. But yeah, the way you can play for free is Xbox Live offers like a free 14-day trial. So you sign up for that one unless you play the PC one because nobody's gonna play it on Xbox. That shit's dead, right? So
I mean, I've never even owned an Xbox. So.
yeah, and to those people who in the group who
Not
still
even a
haven't picked it up,
360.
Xbox is dead.
Xbox is dead.
Microsoft stick to
I
Windows.
like how we had that dead silence. Even
There's
I
moment
mean,
of
I
silence,
wasn't
man.
even trying to be respectful. I had nothing to say on the subject
Hey,
matter.
Sometimes you
Red
gotta-
ring that. I believe PUBG is now on mobile phones.
So is Fortnite. Play the better game, please.
So is Fortnite, right?
Yes.
I wasn't sure if Fortnite is on it. I knew PUBG was.
Fortnite came out after.
So it's like when Madonna kissed Britney and Christina Aguilera.
Only one of them got talked about
only,
more than
only
the other.
one of them. Yeah. So everyone's talking about PUBG.
Well, because Fortnite just came out.
Oh, okay. Is it crossplay with PC users?
I really doubt it.
No.
Because people that haven't even played PUBG before are getting like #1 wins on mobile.
So mobile is mobile, and
They made a
Right.
few changes to mobile. Like you can see when other people are nearby. Like if not necessarily like see them on your map, but it gives you like that bit of a warning because the graphics on your phone aren't going to be as great to see someone all the way down screen. So it helps you out a little bit. That's why, like you said, so many people are getting wins that probably would die first if they played on Xbox or PS4.
Can we settle it now? Which one's better, PUBG or
Fortnite.
Fortnite?
I don't even play either, so I really don't give a shit.
I've only played Fortnite, so I have a bias, but I've only played Fortnite over PUBG because Fortnite is free and PUBG costs way too much money.
Oh, see,
So
well then
Fortnite it is.
And
Can't
also,
argue with free.
Also, Fortnite has this added element of, I guess, skill or whatever you want to call it, where you could collect materials and build like walls and stuff around yourself to protect you when you're 1v1ing people. Whereas PUBG, if there's not a building there, you're fucked.
I played Fortnite once, got to level 2. I ended up second place, and I just stopped playing. Like those games did not appeal for me.
Right.
Did not appeal to me.
Yeah. Tomb Raider movie coming out.
Yeah.
Sans Angelina Jolie.
I mean, even though that makes it marginally better, it still doesn't make me want to see it. I mean, it could be the free movie on the flight, and I'll probably still choose to go to sleep.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the trailer, it looks like they base a lot of it off of the most recent reboot for like what was it called? Just Tomb Raider,
Yeah.
Square Enix one.
Oh,
And-
where you're like sliding down waterfalls. and
Yeah,
all
where it's like her origin story.
that? Yeah.
But
For year 1.
that looked cool. Plus the fact that it's the actress from Ex Machina. Have you guys seen Ex Machina?
Yeah, that's the only
I've
thing
not.
I'll give it. Like, you have an Oscar award-winning actress doing this.
Did she win an Oscar?
Yeah.
Or you're just giving an
No,
Oscar to
she-
Ex
no,
Machina? 'cause
she
it's
did.
an amazing movie.
No, she
Oh
did.
yeah, for what movie?
I don't remember the name of the movie, but she got one because that was the surprising thing about it. It was like, you're really going to do a video game movie? Have you not seen the track record for video game movies? I mean, I guess you got your Oscar. You could do whatever the hell you want at this point. I mean, you did it in such a short amount of time. Look how long it took Leo. And so, yeah,
Yeah.
do you?
Kobe got an Oscar. What's up?
Oh, yeah, Kobe got an Oscar.
Kobe got it for what again?
his
For
short
an animated short about his retirement.
Yeah.
He made an animated short about his retirement,
Well, it was based on him.
and he
yeah.
won an Oscar.
Yeah.
He won an Oscar.
Yet MC Hammer didn't win a Grammy for the MC Hammer animated cartoon show.
Some people
Would
just
it-
got all
that,
the luck,
that would
right?
be an Emmy.
He's tied with Leonardo DiCaprio as far as Grammys go.
You mentioned the track record for video game movies.
I don't think there's ever been a good comic book movie. There's been like a decent
You
one.
mean video game?
Video game
Oh, sorry,
movie.
sorry.
We're not talking about
Oh,
comic
sorry,
books
a
here.
video
Wrong
game movie.
podcast.
My bad. My bad.
Exit stage left.
Do you think Mortal Kombat just set the bar too high?
Mortal Kombat definitely set
Whoa,
the bar
whoa,
high.
whoa,
I
whoa.
used to love the the movie.
Mortal Kombat 1 is really good.
You know what?
It was really good, right?
Yeah.
And then
It was good for what it was at 7 years old. If you try to watch it now, it's a little cheesy.
Did
But-
you?
Come on, man.
But
Back-
Okay, compare
but
that to Street Fighter.
but
Van
Back in the
Damme?
day, you heard that test your might. I was
Yeah.
like, oh!
and then you hear the
About to
song.
get
Yeah,
lit.
you got hype. And it's the same thing with the Ninja Turtle cartoons. You watch them now, and it's like, wow, I was hyped for this.
That's
This-
why I don't watch them now.
And it's like, okay, things change. Things supposed to get better with time or whatever. That was okay back then. You watch it now, it's like,
So you're saying we liked all that stuff because we were young and didn't know any better?
I wouldn't say we didn't know any better. I mean, shit, when I was young, I thought I knew everything. Even when my parents told me, hey, shut the hell up, go to your room. You're going to listen to me. I'm like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, I mean, they're guilty pleasure movies. That's the best way I could describe it.
Hey,
But do you still get pleasure out of them?
Mortal Kombat? No.
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 Nah.
Oh.
But Mortal Kombat's still enjoyable, man.
When was the last time you watched Mortal Kombat?
It was on TNT like 2-3 months ago.
They be cutting all the good parts, right?
At like 2-3 in the morning. I remember coming home from work.
Well, that's why.
And I was
If
like,
you're watching it on TNT, all the good parts are definitely
hey,
cut
but
out.
it was on. I mean, at least I left it on.
TNT doesn't. They probably play that shit in mono. You can't even get hype off the song. Like, what the hell? You know, there's damn
Yeah, man,
no
you
stereo.
gotta
on
have a
that one.
subwoofer for that techno track.
Beep 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 beep. Oh man, I'm getting hyped just thinking about
I
it.
feel like I could watch Mortal Kombat again, but I can't watch Street Fighter.
Nobody
What?
can watch
Oh, no.
Street Fighter again.
Oh, fuck that. I could
The only
quote that
one-
movie word for word if I were to watch it right now.
The only person that could watch Street Fighter is M. Bison, because for him it was just a Tuesday.
No, I could quote that movie word for word if we were to put it on right now.
Van Damme.
Van
Wait, you
Damme.
could quote
Van
Street
Damme,
Fighter.
Word
Raul
for word.
Julia.
Yep.
Is that so? You like Street Fighter better than Mortal Kombat?
I won't say I liked it. It was just one of the first movies, like video game movies, that was given to me on Christmas, and I was like, "Holy shit!" You know, it's a video game movie. Let me check it out.
Okay.
Again, the whole little kid thing. You know, I thought this was the greatest thing on earth, and then as I got older,
You
and
thought
realized,
Street Fighter was the greatest thing on earth?
when I was 7. Right now, when I'm 31, I think it's the biggest pile of shit ever. However,
It wasn't better than Mortal Kombat.
no, it wasn't.
It wasn't better than Mortal Kombat.
But again, when I was 7, I thought it was the greatest movie on earth.
well, I'm not saying I'm jealous that you thought that, because even at that age, I thought it was a piece of shit.
Yeah, not gonna lie, but we were hype as hell. Our dad got us the movie poster. We went to go see the movie.
See, I didn't go see the movie in
because
theater.
we've been playing Street Fighter 2 since forever. Tony taught
But
me how to
see-
do the Duke and uppercut on the arcade and shit.
But see, my thing too was
that was the greatest day of my life when I finally performed a uppercut.
Yeah.
my thing too was though, I was a huge Van Damme fan. I mean, you had Bloodsport and Kickboxer. How
Yeah.
could you not go into Street Fighter having high expectations?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We went into it.
But then you hear his American accent, and it's just like,
If you even
That's
want
like-
to call it an American accent.
it's like, bro, my dad sounds better English than that.
He didn't even have the Asian fade going on his hair.
And then you see Ryu and Ken trying to perform their moves. They can't even do them.
with that
You
bullshit
mean-
Hadouken.
you mean-
yeah, the
Oh, it's
bullshit
just a-
Hadouken.
was
It's
like
just like what a flash on the
Like,
screen.
it was
the
like
uppercut
somebody-
was just a fucking him
somebody
doing a
with
360.
somebody with a Polaroid off screen just taking a picture.
Wait. You mean Ryu and Miklo?
Miklo.
So you say you could quote that movie. Let's hear M. Bison's famous "It Was Tuesday" monologue.
I remember that village. Oh man, I gotta watch the movie though.
Oh,
But like,
he got put on the spot.
like
You don't
yeah, I gotta
remember
watch
it
the
now.
movie.
He
Like,
needs the brain berry.
you know, kind of no.
It's like when you're singing along to a song.
Yeah, like
you
when
think
there's a
you're,
song-
you're killing it, and then like
No,
somebody
no.
hits pause, and then you think you're Freddie Mercury, but you're really just
Oh,
Abraham.
right.
No. That's completely different. That you're talking about a sound.
Oh, that's me.
I just mean like, you know, like think of a song right now that you haven't heard in a while, but if you were to put it on right now and you sing it word for word, that's how I am with that movie.
Like Blurry Eyes from Lark and Shield.
Yeah. I'm sure you can do it word for word if someone were to just randomly put it on.
Like anything off the Marshall Mathers LP.
aside from
Yeah, I'm not
aside
gonna lie.
from Street
High school.
Fighter, like for all those video game movies, have you guys watched any other ones that just made you say like,
Well, I mean, if you're
I
gonna
could probably
Resident-
watch this?
if you're
I
gonna
could watch this.
I could watch
Yeah.
this.
Like-
no, I've seen a lot of movies that I was like, what the hell were they thinking? Like,
But I mean, if
Resident
we're going to be
Evil.
on this topic, we got to talk about the movie of all movies when it comes to video game movies and just horrible
Where do
Super Mario Brothers.
oh man, John Leguizamo, what's up?
John. Oh,
Dennis, was
man.
it Dennis Hopper, It's King Koopa.
I really don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, that's not- I think we
really-
can skip that one.
I really don't. Please.
I
Please
mean-
don't make us talk about this movie.
I mean, you want to spit some hate. That was right there. That's probably the equivalent of your parents getting divorced, finding out Santa isn't real, all on the same day.
yeah.
And you throw in the reptilian shapeshifters
And then like
And the flat earthers.
and then like 20 years later, you have that flashback. And of course, what happened on that particular day for you is you got fired from your job. You walked in on your wife banging the neighbor.
the
and you,
cable guy.
and you find out your kids aren't yours.
oh man, and they're 18 already.
And they're
so
18.
you already paid for the whole
yeah,
life,
so,
right?
Yeah, you
You already
paid, for
the
everything.
whole life.
That was a bad At least you got matinee prices.
Oh god.
Oh man. Yeah, has there?
I
mean-
didn't think Silent Hill was that bad.
No, the first Silent Hill was good.
Okay, did you guys branch out and watch like the King of Fighters movies and
I've
shit?
seen-
Oh no, I
Those
never
were
watched
so bad.
that. I did remember watching the Street Fighter, the birth of
I've seen
the birth of
cosplay
Chun
better than
Li or
those
whatever that
movies.
shit was called.
Oh, where Black Eyed P was Vega?
Yeah. Taboo
Was it Black
Vega.
Eyed or P? I don't know which one.
I think it was Eyed.
No,
And then
I've
there's,
seen cosplay better than some of those movies.
Yeah, that was-
the first Resident Evil movie. That was okay.
That
but
that
then,
wasn't even Resident Evil. I mean, as with all the spin-off games that they have made, and they still made something completely different.
even The Rock couldn't save Doom.
Oh, shit! I forgot
And
about that movie.
they're trying to use The Rock to save everything these days.
Hey, The Rock saves, all right?
How do you go from Doom to let's make a Rampage movie?
Oh man!
Oh man,
Oh shit! I forget.
Hey, man,
I sometimes
you-
forget
you-
that's a
you-
video game
you can't
movie
talk
too.
shit about Rampage. I mean,
the game.
no, the movie. I can't let you spew too much shit about it because, you know, I was late to a lot of things because of that production. You know, they filmed it in Chicago. So I technically have to see it, not out of love, not out of spite, but just to see why I was late to a lot of things because of this damn movie. I have to see it.
And you're gonna get more angry thinking back about how late you were to things.
Yeah, I
because
mean-
of this movie.
Why they would close the streets so they could
Yeah.
film? Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Like the,
You weren't lucky like those Canadians who got to see Deadpool because they filmed it in Canada.
no.
You can be as disappointed as the people who were mad because Jared Leto clogged up the streets for Suicide Squad and it sucked.
For a scene that they didn't even show in the movie.
I mean, are there really people madder than that? I mean, there's people who actually paid to see the movie on day one. I'm pretty sure they're still mad.
I hated the first Pacific Rim. This second one, from what I've seen, it actually looks cool. Like I want to see it.
It's got that boy,
The boy.
the boy Yeager.
Oh, Boyega.
Yeah, that boy Yeager.
The reason why I liked Pacific Rim was I watched that movie in IMAX. That was the first movie I ever watched in IMAX. It just blew my mind.
You know
I
what
don't
else?
know.
You know what I saw in IMAX for the first time? Transformers Part 2.
I'm sorry.
Oh man, we saw
Did you get a
Transformers in IMAX too.
And no, that movie was a piece of shit.
No,
IMAX or not.
for me, just for me, what told me was like, you know, I found out Del Toro was working on it, so that's why I decided to just watch it in IMAX. In IMAX, I'm like, I'm just gonna go all out.
Guillermo.
Yeah, and then once I heard about Part 2, and then they heard that Guillermo del Toro was taking off it, I had just lost interest of it. And then slowly, as the trailers kept coming out, I was just like, this isn't Del Toro. Like, I kind of don't want to support the movie, but even as the movie is coming out, like, I'm still mixed about it. Like, I'm gonna watch it just because I enjoyed the first one. But
But didn't all the fight scenes look like you were just holding two piles of metal and just banging them up against each other? Like that wasn't even a real fight scene.
Oh, you mean Transformers Part 2?
Yeah.
oh no, but I'm talking about Pacific Rim.
Let's talk about Pacific Rim.
Oh, I thought you were still on Transformers.
No,
My
no.
bad.
Nah, man.
No, that
Pacific Rim. I don't.
The amount
I
of
don't
time
think
I'm
I
willing to
hated
spend
it.
on Transformers is saying the word Transformers.
Shout out to Soundwave, the best Transformer. But no, I don't think I hated Pacific Rim the first one. But I can't say I liked it either. It was just whatever.
It was good for what it was. It was a popcorn flick where you got to see some monsters get beat up by some mechs. That's
Thank God for the popcorn, because if I didn't have that, oh my God.
I mean, I think to me, Idris Elba just puts out this like cool guy vibe. So I always think he's
Is it
cool
'cause
no
he's
matter
black?
what he's doing.
is it because he's black?
he's the new Denzel.
Plus, he has the accent, you know, like the European or whatever. So I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. I love Del Toro, Pan's Labyrinth, The Orphanage, The Shape of Water. But not everything he touches turns into gold. Have you guys seen Crimson Peak?
No, I stayed away from that one.
What's the best Del Toro movie?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Well, I might have to go for the one that won the award lately, but I haven't seen it. So
You haven't seen Shape
So
of Water?
how can you say that if you haven't
it won
seen
an
it?
award, man. It's
So
gotta
did
be
Suicide
good.
Squad.
Oh man, you know the Academy should be fired.
Am I the only one who saw Shape of Water? Cybertron Soundwave, you saw Shape of Water?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen
I
it?
haven't seen. I want to see it, but I haven't seen it.
Have you seen Pan's Labyrinth?
No, I have not
You
seen
haven't
that.
seen it? Oh.
I've seen Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth is great. For me, I'm gonna have to be that guy
You can say Crimson Peak, and then he's.
I'm gonna have to say Hellboy 2.
Wow.
What the?
Because that
Jason.
one is.
Do you remember when we were leaving the theater one day and then we look to our left and we see this fucking cardboard cutout for Hellboy? And we both look at each other with that what the fuck face and start cracking up and walk out of the theater? Sentiment has not changed.
I like how you looked at me directly.
Yes, you.
No, I went to see that movie and I loved it and it was great. And I was so disappointed that I was the only one in that theater.
That like
by
the
myself.
movie. It's
Wait, you were
crazy.
literally the only person in that
I
theater?
was the only person in that theater. I woke up like around.
What was that opening night?
You woke up, you put on that trench coat when you're loose, those loose dress socks, and you went to the movie theater.
I woke up and I was like, I want to catch an early showing. I showed up and I'm the only person there. So I'm just fucking sitting in the middle. I'm just.
He goes up. He's
Kick
like,
back.
he's like, one, please. And they're like, you can have them all.
How you gonna hope there's still tickets for Hellboy 2 when Hellboy 1 happened?
Well, Hellboy 1 was good too, man. But
They showed him that screen where it's like, pick your seat. The guy's just like, here, man. We're like, just knock on the window when you're ready to hear for us to press
You can play
play.
musical chairs throughout the whole movie if you want to.
You can talk as loud as your cell phone.
Here's a laser pointer just pointed at the projection.
Keep
Like-
your cell phone on. Let everybody know you watch this movie, please.
Be like, go ahead and record it and distribute it out there. You'll probably make more money than we did.
I hope your cell phone is charged. Feel free to make a TS version of a torrent of this movie. Right, back to Pacific Rim. You saw part 2, right?
Yes.
Is it good?
Yes.
Is it better than part 1?
I'd say yes.
Easily.
I'd say
Because
yes.
it's got bad reviews. I was disappointed because I actually wanted to see this one. Here's a question.
There's a really good movie recently that also had better reviews. I don't remember which one it was.
Every DC movie.
Well, you know,
But he also said it was
these are
good.
brought it upon themselves. They hired Ben Affleck. They lost me. Sorry.
Here's what I'm hyped for. Ready Player One. I read the book.
I read the
Oh,
book.
I know
Can't
the
wait.
movie is not going to deliver on all the
Well-
IP properties, but I'm still hyped.
I am too.
There's a Gundam on the fucking poster.
Did
they
you read
sold
the
them.
book?
Yes.
You
How
read the-
did you get the book?
How did I get the book?
Yeah.
I bought it based off of Happy Console Gamer's review on YouTube because I follow his videos. And yeah, I bought it. I read it. I bought like 4 copies because they were on sale. I gave some to some friends.
Were you at Walmart or something?
No, I was at the last Barnes and Noble on Earth in
Ooh.
Burbank,
For our
California.
younger listeners, Barnes and
R.I.P.
Noble used to be a chain of bookstores. In case you didn't know.
there's
Right
still
up
the
there with
other one
Borders.
in there's still the other one in Studio City. It's still open.
Not to give any spoilers, but what do you guys know? You haven't read the book?
I have not read the book. I can't read.
Never read it.
Cybertron Soundwave, have you read?
Wow.
Have you seen the trailers?
I didn't even know about it. to be
Wow.
honest.
Okay.
now?
The best way to describe it is
Oh, okay.
80s genre meets Tron and Willy Wonka.
That's the book.
That's the best way to describe it.
Okay, because from the trailers, it seemed like 80s retro meets like Sword Art Online or something.
I guess you could say that, but I got this book through Loot Crate. It came in, and I looked at it. I was like, "Why the fuck would they give me a book? I'm not gonna read this shit." Well, they happened to give it to
Hey
me.
man, you're ruining the sponsorship.
Well, wait. Let me finish the story. So, but it was I want to say it was like their December crate. So I was already on my winter shutdown at work. So I had a bunch of free time. So I just happened to pick it up. I kid you not, I was done in 2 days. Like I just did not
Wow.
want to put it down. It's like 250.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got the
that's-
book right
that's the book.
here.
His first
Pulling
book.
out the book right here.
Ernest
We're
Cline.
looking at it.
And another thing that he did in the book, as he wrote this book about Easter eggs, there is an Easter egg in the book. And if you the person who solved it got a fully restored DeLorean.
What?
What's
Yeah.
the Easter egg?
Like, here, give me the book. Let me see
I had a feeling there was something like that in here because he would give like letter clues.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly what it is.
Oh!
If you go through the book, you'll see that there's a couple
Well, like randomly capitalized letters or something?
no, they're like in a completely different font, and it's just scattered throughout the book.
Ah.
And you do the puzzle, and you pretty much
Not gonna lie, you guys talking about it makes me want to read the book.
I'm not gonna lie. that's the thing. One of the things that's been said about the movie, because as you're reading this book, you'll see a lot of Spielberg references, but it's not all of them. However, as you read through it, the only person you think to make this movie is Spielberg. However, because he was making the movie, he decided not to let them use his references because he didn't want people to think he was just trying to glorify himself. So there's only like 2 or 3 of them in the movie.
So you saw Spielberg making this when you read this?
Yeah, I did. Who did you picture?
I pictured whoever made Scott Pilgrim.
Ooh, not a bad director right there. Can't hit on that one. I love the shit out of Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim?
That was Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright?
Yeah, Edgar Wright. Baby Driver.
Oh,
Ooh, baby.
He was supposed to do
another good movie.
He was supposed to do Ant-Man.
Yeah.
yeah. So I recommend it. It's a good reader.
If you guys have
I might have to
Amazon,
borrow that right quick.
You could have it. Hey, here you go, Ryan. Just sign your name on the card inside.
Don't be late when you return it either. Keep checking that stamp for the return date.
but yeah, that'll be next week, next Friday that comes out.
I can't wait. I've been waiting to see that one, like without even knowing anything. Just it just looks like it's gonna be.
But
awesome.
my thing is, because of how long the book is, like I don't want to be that person that's like, oh, it's not the same as the book. However, if you read the book, you know they have to condense some things. Just to even if they were to make it a 3-hour movie, they have to condense some things.
And even all the licenses, right?
Yeah, and all the licenses.
So you're afraid you're gonna be disappointed?
I'm not afraid I'll be disappointed. It's just I know it won't capture me as much as the book did. Like I said,
I'm gonna be disappointed, but I'm not afraid.
but it's to be expected, right?
Yeah, like
It's
I
to
said,
be expected. I just hope they. From what I saw from the trailers, I don't get the feeling of the 80s.
yeah, I don't. I mean,
I can see that. It's more of a futuristic vibe.
Yeah, I would see like
from the trailers,
Overwatch characters and Chun-Li and Halo characters. What is this? But I'm still excited.
So basically, what we're getting out of this is read the book and go support the movie.
Yes.
yes. Or if
I can
you
respect
have
that.
what's the one on Amazon? Audible. They have it on
The
Audible.
audiobook?
They have Will Wheaton
Yeah,
reading Ready Player One.
I actually
I don't.
I will not listen.
I don't
to anything
recommend
about
that.
Will Wheaton.
I did it because I was
stick to the board games.
I did it, but that's because I listened to it while I was at work. So
Can't hit on that. Yeah.
So that was like I think like 2 shifts because I think it took them like 16 hours to read it. So it was 2 shifts for me, and I got through the book, and this was like a month ago. So I just wanted a refresher because
Nice.
I knew I couldn't read the book with the hours I work. And
So you read the book and then you re-listen to it on the audio version.
just about a month
And
ago.
then you gotta watch the movie.
and then you throw on Gamers Who Hated the Gamers.
Pretty much.
What are you guys working on at the moment?
Sea of Thieves, hopefully looking to plunder more booty this coming week.
My RG unicorn.
Hey man, good choice. don't sleep on the panel lining and the decals.
Make sure you get your filing right.
Don't want no nubs.
No nubs.
Cybertron Soundwave, what you working on?
Actually, just recently beat Aladdin for the Genesis.
For the Genesis.
For the Genesis. But I'm taking baby steps, so I did some save states on that bitch.
So
Hey,
is your next challenge going to be the Lion King?
I don't own it yet.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to find it.
Okay.
That's just probably cheap because of since a lot of people
People
say
just
that's-
don't like
So
it.
here's a question: which Aladdin is better, Genesis or Super Nintendo?
Whoa. How are you not going to throw in the
Genesis.
Game Gear version?
I didn't know there was a Game Gear version.
I believe they say the graphics and the sounds better on the Genesis. So I like the Genesis better.
Genesis.
Yes. And now I'm working towards trying to see if I can get to beat the Sonic series. So I'm playing Sonic 1.
Oh,
Hmm?
man.
Yeah.
That's Chaos Emeralds right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to get all of those.
I'm gonna try. So save states though.
I'm actually gonna. There's one thing that I've been wanting to do, and I might start doing it Monday. It's like I've always wanted to play StarCraft, like in all its entirety. So I kind of want to just like go play the remastered one.
You
But-
have the remaster.
Yeah, the remastered.
How much is that going for?
Right now it's on sale because of the anniversary, so it's like $10.
Oh, you gotta get on that. We all gotta get on that.
But I have the remastered
I don't
one.
know. I'm not Korean enough for that.
But I actually want to go through the remaster and then I want to play it. But at the same time, I want to record myself while I'm playing it. So do like a let's play of the StarCraft remastered.
Yeah.
So as soon as I figure out everything, like
Nice.
I wouldn't
Nice.
watch you suck at
Upload
video
it.
games.
Yeah, that's dope.
But yeah, that's
I'm not even looking at you now
talking-
as we're doing this podcast.
talking
You want me
about
to watch you play a game? No thanks.
Who even remembers like StarCraft story mode? It's always just
I played the story mode. I'm not gonna lie, but it was more fun when it was 71 comp stomp on BattleNet. So
who's your race?
Protoss all day.
Terran,
Hate on it. Hate on it. I
Terran-
saw that face. Hate on
Terran
it.
siege tanks all day. Clone army, come get some.
Dragoon Army. What's up?
By the time I go home, I'll probably pick up that Far Cry 5.
Martin from Gamers Who Edited Gamers joining us from Chicago, down in LA.
City and win.
Currently, I'm just working on eating all the delicious food California has to offer.
That's the way to do it.
What am I playing? I didn't. I was playing
Royal
Edition.
You beat that already.
I beat that. Saint. I just picked up Saint
Oh.
Seiya
The most recent
on the
pickup at the
Famicom.
retro.
Sans English patch because it's not working correctly. But I am living up my Pegasus fantasy.
Saint Seiya.
That's right. I mean, how many of you guys are active on Twitch?
I am an avid Twitch user. I watch more Twitch than I do TV.
Really?
Yes.
It's just because I don't use Twitch.
I don't either. That Twitch might as well be bloatware to me. I get rid of it the moment I see it. It is just not for me.
Have you tried?
I've tried, but the concept to me is it's just foreign. I don't know if it was because I grew up as an only child, but I am not going to watch someone play a video game. If I'm going to watch someone play a video, you might as well hand me the broken Mad Catz controller and let me pretend I'm playing as
And
well.
you're the bad guys?
And yeah, I'm the bad guy. See,
You're the bad guy.
see, part of the reason this cat likes it is because he is the second child. So I'm pretty sure there was a lot of times where Tony was player one and gave Abraham the busted controller and told them you were the bad guys. So he has no problem watching Twitch.
No,
That's
actually,
fine.
the reason I watch Twitch is because I mostly watch the pro players do it, and I can't quite play at the pro level. So I think by watching the pros, I could learn and be better at the games, and which it actually has helped me out. So
Like,
That's cool, man.
I spent
But
most of my time watching.
I know you're trying to spit that Sheeta, but I got a rebuttal,
But
baby.
that's the point of the gamer guides. That's what the gamer
No,
guides were
man.
for. That's
No,
what the
like-
facts were for. That's what the whole.
But there's no guidebook for Overwatch. Like I watch
but there's not,
Overwatch pro players, and I'm just like, holy shit! How can people play this game this good and be that
Because that's
coordinated
all they're
while
doing
playing
is
that
playing
game?
this game. I
Well, yeah, I
got
understand.
bills. I got a life.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
going to spend.
Yeah, and I'm going to school full time. Like I understand that.
okay,
I can't put the
but
time
on
in
top
either.
Of that, why are you going to spend your time watching someone play instead of play your damn self?
No, no, no.
But
Well,
you learn while you watch these people.
This is the other thing, though. Like a lot of people will watch as opposed to playing, and I admit I used to do that at the beginning because I was like fascinated by this Twitch thing, right? Like that's what got me at the beginning. But now I'm not gonna watch it over playing. Like I'll watch it, then if I want to play, I'll be like, okay, that's enough Twitch. I'll have it on the side, maybe. Like, but I'll play games. Like I'm not watching it instead of. I'm watching it to learn to apply it to the games that I'm then gonna play.
My thing is with the whole, evolution of video games. Yes, we did lose the whole console gaming, everyone in one room. However, because I hate a million other gamers, I love the fact that I could play from home and not have to be in the same room as everybody else.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
like, okay,
but
let's
I'm
take this
also
back.
not
You-
going to watch someone play and then see like a chat box full of a million other people
don't-
that I'm sure I hate.
That's what I'm saying. I don't read the chat boxes. I always have it full screen or the chat hidden, and I'm literally only watching the pros to get
Like
better.
I said, I get that. I'm not knocking the hustle because these people are making money. Let them do their thing.
Oh, I'm not gonna donate. Like, okay, this is one thing that
However,
does get me is like,
I just can't watch someone play a game. I have to play. That's just me. I
One-
have to play.
one thing that gets me about Twitch is the they're known as the booby streamers, right? You can't knock the hustle. I don't hate the booby streamers themselves. What I do hate is these guys that donate $300-$500 to these chicks and then think they're their boyfriend because they're the highest donator on the streams.
That
And it's been like said that like if you go to like TwitchCon, they have their own con now. if you go to TwitchCon, these chicks will have all these dudes following behind them. They're the top donators. They think they're with the girl, but the whole time she's ignoring them.
Do
Waiting to go
these
to the
guys
after
not know
parties
that
and shit.
strip clubs exist?
No, they don't know, man.
Like, I mean, I would much rather throw my money at a strip club, make it rain, tell them to hit the runway.
said,
Yo,
and
these
guess
girls are
what?
stuck up, man. Let's go to a strip club.
And then afterwards, at least you get a little show and you can go home.
I like I said, I don't take part of that. I'm just saying that's the Twitch that I don't understand. That's the Twitch that I don't understand. Or like like I said, I watch professional gamers like League of Legends pros and all that, so I could get better. I don't understand the people that still throw money at them like they need it. Like they got 6-figure salaries already. They don't need money. I get that free view and I learn to play the game.
Like the random ass thing that I found on Twitch recently is the casino stream, where people are literally just playing like slot machines on there, and then there's there's people donating to these people playing slot machine games, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? It's just like, it's like you're literally paying someone to gamble. It's just fucking. I can't believe
that's just enabling.
He has like unlimited money right there.
Yeah,
the source.
Yeah, and then this guy's like, oh, and most of the dudes are just like Russian dudes playing slot machine games.
Man, no need to throw race in there.
I don't hate Twitch. I don't like Twitch. I don't use Twitch. I just consider myself I'm like old school. I remember like the good old days of bringing your PS1 memory card to your friend's house, loading up your Final Fantasy VIII save file, comparing stats and GFs and status, and you guys would just play same room like you were talking about couch co-op, or just talking right there with your friend and watching. I would go to my friend's house to watch my friend play video games, and that was fun to me. But to watch like strangers I don't even know play video games, I can't do it. But that's me.
Like I'll give you credit. Like growing up in a house with 5 brothers, we obviously all spent a lot of time watching each other play. So that's kind of why I don't have a problem watching other people play.
Yeah.
But I will not watch a crappy gamer play a game because that pisses me off. I know I can play better than them. I'm not going to sit here and watch a crappy gamer, which is why I said mostly I watch pro gamers to get better at the games that I play.
Nice. Hey, you're not on trial here at all.
I just feel like, I'm just bringing another point of view to Twitch.
Your voice is over here at a 7. I need you to bring it down to like a 4.
Look, I'm just saying you try to come
I'm
with
not
the ether.
attacking you personally.
I'm
just saying, why watch someone play a game you can play yourself?
I just explained.
Well,
like I said, I'm not playing it instead of.
You say that, but because of Twitch, there's been a couple games that I've seen that I know like have been hyped up, and I'm just like, I watch someone play it, and then I see everything in the game, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna drop $60 on this.
Exactly. I think that's the reason why I will watch it, because like, even though I grew up, it was me, my sister, and my brother. I'm the oldest one, and
so controller 1.
Exactly, I'm controller 1. but even that,
no mad cats for this guy.
But even with that, I used to stream myself, and people will like me playing the games. Like what I was doing is just like the scary games, and some people that don't want to play scary games, they'll want to watch it. You know what I mean? Like like
I would watch you play.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be like stuff like that. I guess it's there's different sides to the story.
And I get that. My thing is, that's part of the reason we no longer have the print magazines, because people are doing the streaming. There used to be the gameplay review that came with the print magazine, or you'd get the demo. We don't even get that anymore. And it's just so we can watch people play. I can't watch. So
you're saying you're too old school to get into.
I wouldn't say that. That makes it sound pretentious.
You miss.
I just miss the way of life.
GoldenEye and NFL Blitz.
I'm actually one of the few people who did not really play GoldenEye. I had nothing against it, but it just wasn't my game to play.
I think I know why you hate Twitch, because we did Twitch before Twitch when we played the Fatal Frame games at the TL.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, he wasn't here.
I wasn't there. That was my.
I know Jason remembers.
That's why I don't like Twitch.
Yeah.
I honestly just thought of that.
Obviously, I don't have those moments with the streamers. Like I said, I don't watch the shitty streamers either. But
for me,
I can understand like if you came from that.
Like I've never had a problem with watching like Jason said, you go to your friend's house, you watch them play. I never had a problem with that because it was always up until they died.
It's your friend, right?
And you'd get the controller next.
Plus, it's your friend.
Yeah, that. I mean, well,
you don't really know the guys on Twitch, even though people like to pretend.
But for me, it's like one of the games I found out I wouldn't be into or wouldn't even like, because of Twitch was all the Soul series and Bloodborne and stuff. Like I saw the trailers, and they look great, but seeing other people be as frustrated at how they played that game, and even though I knew the people who played that game were good at other stuff, I was just like, this game is not for me because I'm not gonna tolerate it.
I don't know. I've personally done that. Like, I see all my friends playing a game. I know zero about it. I've bought it anyways. Monster Hunter is a prime example. Only because I knew all my friends were going to be on that I'd get a helping hand. A couple things came up that I stopped playing for a while. What was another game?
You thought you'd get a helping hand.
Well, I just stopped playing.
So what you're saying is Daryl.
You thought
No.
you thought you'd get a helping hand.
First off,
I thought I'd get a helping hand. I don't even have a full Azure Rathalos armor set.
Oh man,
I put in work for that, all right? I put in work.
if you got hate in your heart, let it out, Jason. Call some people out.
I put in work, all right?
Look, I'm gonna say we're the gamers who hate other gamers. Go ahead and drop those names.
When no one was on, I was grinding by myself, all right, man? That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
I need some Nergigante pieces for some weapon. Where are they at?
I 100% understand.
This game
your
is 4
viewpoint.
players. What am I? What is this? Uncharted?
Oh man, that's Tomb Raider Osiris or whatever the hell the shit was called.
It's like Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, but it's only you.
I don't see Ignis Prompto Noctis and Gladio flaking out on me on a Friday night.
Oh shit!
Brothers till death.
Damn. That's to all those Monster Hunter gamers out there. You done goofed.
But I've done it with other games. Like I've never played a game in the Far Cry series, but I want to play 5, and I wasn't bullshitting because I want to kill the white.
And that's gonna do it for us here at Gamers Who Edited Gamers.
Cut.
Check us out on iTunes now, streaming on iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, Twitter. We've come a long way. Signing out. I am Jason, and once again, I am joined by
Abraham, go check out iTunes. God damn it.
David.
and Martin.
And Cybertron Soundwave Engineer Umberto. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Pay me.
Well, this was fun, guys. So, do I just take my sack of money and go? How does that work? PayPal, Venmo, Bitcoin?
Just leave the money on the dresser.
Oh, okay. So just like every Saturday night, I got this.
If you love the hating, you love the gaming.
Fuck deep dish pizzas. Peace.
Oh.